Buenos dias, señoritas y señoritos. Today, Bat's world is gray. Not only because may ubo pa rin tayo, but also the call of the day is dark gray because we sympathize with the victims of the bombing in my beloved Mindanao. So, we will be having more blog about it within the day. So ngayon, we will go to a follow-up of our earlier blogs, and thank you very much for supporting our earlier blogs tungkol kay former police hitman and former member of the Davao Death Squad na DDS na itong si Arturo Las Cañas, at siya rin talaga yung isa sa mga favorite hitman ni former President Dao, according sa kanya, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And we came up with a series of 3 blogs on the article from Vera Files, where Las Cañas describe former President Duterte as the Lord of all lords in southern Mindanao. And the latest of this is that if you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. 3-part series yun, and please do well to share it to friends so that they will know what is really happening in the country, or what was happening noon na hindi pinapaalam sa atin. But everything is coming out now. So remember, as we said in our earlier blog or blogs, Mr. Las Cañas said all of these things and furnish some verbal evidence or oral evidence or oral testimony sa International Criminal Court, where he was where he appeared as one of the resource persons, or where he appeared as one of those who testified to the veracity na talaga naman involved si former President Duterte sa drug operations, and even before he launched the deadly drug war, not only in Davao but all over the country. So the latest of this is that so pasensya na, medyo pati yung pag-iisip ko medyo quad pa rin, apektado pa rin, pero we have to go on dahil I was supposed to rest kanina, but I realized marami rin mga Pilipino ngayon na naghihirap, marami lumalaban sa araw-araw na gera. Mga nanay, mga tatay, sige pa rin nagda-drive tricycle, sige pa rin pagbebenta sa palengke at kung saan-saan. Kahit may sakit sila, kahit may ubo sila, sige lang, tuloy ang laban. Lalo na tayo, we have to we have to sympathize and empathize with them. So tuloy ang laban para sa bayan, para sa kanila. So ang latest po dito ay temporarily freed on bail, former Senator Laila De Lima has now called for an investigation dito sa mga sinabi ni Las Cañas sa Vera Files na sinulat ni Mr. Montalvad na from Mindanao also, and who interviewed itong si Las Cañas, who is now in hiding. I don't know lang kung whether dito or abroad, no? So De Lima now wants to know ano ba talaga ang katotohanan dito sa sinabi ni Las Cañas na si President Duterte either had the knowledge or siya talaga nagpapatagbo itong mga shabu laboratories kung saan nakalagay ang operation nito ay nasa loob ng isang fishing cannery business, yung nag-import daw ng mga isda sa Malaysia, pero talaga naman ang operation nito is the production of shabu. At meron daw ito sa Dumoy, Davao City at Barangay Obrero and sa Green Heights Subdivision. At sabi dito ni Laila De Lima, and I quote, "He launched a supposed war on drugs where thousands were killed, and he even set a 3 to 6 month ultimatum. But it turns out he was involved in drug syndicates." Sabi ni De Lima sa statement released last Sunday. Sabi ni De Lima, "They want to catch true and big-time drug lords because they protect them and they are in cahoots." So, in short, she was confirming yung mga marami na mga usap-usapan noon na ang nangyari yung na war during the time of Mr. Duterte, war of drug lords lang, yung mga bagong drug lords kasama na yung 1,000 police generals and colonels na naging protector at naging drug lords themselves, ay pinatay lang yung competition, pinatay lang yung mga dati para makapasok yung mga bago, para yung mga teritoryo ng dati makuha ang teritoryo ng mga bago. Kasi otherwise, kung talagang totoo yung war on drugs, wala na sana gaanong problema sa war on drugs. In fact, kung nakikita nyo, mas lumala pa kasi before sa time ni Duterte, mga 100 million lang ang drugs ang ipapasok sa bansa. Pero suddenly, nung nandyan na siya sa Malacanang, yun, yung 4 billion at 6 billion shabu smuggling nangyari sa Bureau of Customs at hindi lamang nakasuhan yung dalawang Bureau of Customs commissioners na nasangkot rin doon sa drug smuggling. So in fact, inalis lang sa Bureau of Customs at binigay ng iba pang government position. So doon mahalata ka na, di ba? Mahalata ka na. Sana at sila elektrika ng mga yun, ganon, di ba? So sabi ni De Lima, dyan sa artikulo ng Philippine Star, ang title na Laila seeks probe on Hitman claim versus Rodi. Sabi pa ni Laila, kinulong daw siya, kinasuhan at kinulong siya para mawala yung atensyon kay Mr. Duterte. Sabi niya, at sa kanya mapunta yung atensyon at maipakita rin ni Mr. Duterte na seryoso siya in the war against drugs. Sabi pa ni Laila, with many people killed and the widespread lies of Duterte, they can no longer hide this. Sabi ni former Senator Laila De Lima. So, dapat lang naman, I think it will be fair for Mr. Duterte. It will be fair for all of those na link sa kanya na baka dapat maimbestigahan ito for us to know the truth. I hope the Marcos administration will do this. Para kung nagsusunungaling ito si Las Cañas, di malalaman natin at kung sinasabi ng totoo, malalaman rin natin. So, balikan natin yung background. Doon sa hindi pa napanood yung 3-part series natin, itong si Las Cañas ay nagbigay ng interview sa Vera Files na isang very credible news network na in fact they are so credible that kinuha sila ng Facebook to be their fact checker dito sa Pilipinas. At dito nga sa interview sa Vera Files, sinabi ng Las Cañas na si Duterte daw ay nag-operate ng drug operations sa Davao kasama itong si Michael Yang and Sammy Uy na mainland Chinese businessmen na very close sa kanya. At in fact ito daw ang hindi lang daw involved sa drugs pati sa illegal gambling dyan sa Davao. At sabi ni Las Cañas na self-confessed hitman ng DDS, ito daw si Yang ay owner ng Shabu Manufacturing Hub in Barangay Obrero, while yung isa pa, yung si Uy, si Sabi Uy, supervised the construction of a canning factory in Dumoy na ginagamit daw as front for illegal drugs. At sabi nga ni Las Cañas, ito daw si Uy ang nagdala kay Yang at para makilala niya si Duterte at makontrol niya yung mga illegal drug at other illegal activities diyan sa Davao. Sabi pa niya ni Las Cañas na ito daw si Sami Uy ang nung dinala na niya si Michael Yang sa Davao, ay si Michael Yang nagdala rin ng mga chemist at nag-establish sila sa isang mall dyan na DCLA Mall as front, at doon nila ginagawa yung operation nila, yung drug operation. At kung maalala natin, itong si Michael Yang ay ginawa pang economic advisor, presidential economic advisor, kahit Chinese siya ni Mr. Duterte. At ito rin si Uy ay nag-donate ng 30 million to former President Duterte's 2016 electoral campaign, at nasa record ito. At very close daw ito sila Yang at saka si Uy at kay Duterte. At sa testimony niya sa International Criminal Court, sinabi pa niya na ito daw si Uy ay patron ni Yang at sponsor dyan sa Davao City sa mga ano-anong mga illegal activities dyan. Hindi lang drugs, pati yung illegal numbers game na ang tawag ay Last Two at High-Low. At alam daw ito ni former President Duterte. So yan, I leave it to you sa comment section kung naniniwala ba kayo kay Las Cañas o hindi. Basta ako, I think an investigation is in order to clear out all these matters. At sa akin lang, sana bakit kung ganito, bakit hindi lang man naimbestigahan at napigil na umalis na lang, bumalik sa China itong si Uy at saka si Yang. So talaga naman, no? Talaga naman na magtataka ka talaga, magtatanong ka talaga kung ano ba talaga, anti-drug ba or pro-drug, ha? Kayo na, you answer me, you answer that question. So yun lang, we support this call for investigation ni Senator Laila De Lima, and we will be keeping watch on this issue, and we will be monitoring this issue and giving you updates. So thank you very much for watching. See you in my next vlog.